Alright lads, so today we got some news regarding the next set of resurrections. These will be coming out in the game on the 27th, and in this case, it's White Ichigo, Gin, and also BYAKUYA, the CACAO Society banner from 2019. This one was expected, especially since last month they did do the CACAO Society banner for the females. We were obviously expecting the male characters to get resurrected this month, and they're here at the end of the month. Obviously, because we did get 1000 Year Blood resurrected in the middle of the month, that means we get 2 resurrection batches this month. And while these characters that aren't 1000 Year Blood will get the lesser treatment in terms of new upgrades, I'm still hoping these characters to get better, and I'm also hoping for some really good soul traits here, especially when it comes to White Ichigo, because he has some really good potential. So with that said, let's start off with White Ichigo. So the main thing about this character is that he is a 25% strong attack damage soul trait. What we're really hoping for this character to pick up here is full stamina damage as the second soul trait, because, you know, the mind attribute does have access to, I believe, 2 links, sad and full stam links, and we could really go for that third one right now, and this would be the perfect one because it is an enhanced strong attack link, right? It's not 20% sad, it's 25% sad. So if there's ever one character to not mess up here, it would be links like this, the enhanced link. So for a soul trait, really hoping this character picks up full stamina damage, because that would be absolutely perfect for the mind attribute, especially considering that they kind of gave us the Soifon link last month. She was also a 25 sad link, so that's why I'm actually kind of confident here they're not going to do another recharge situation, and he might actually give us full stam. Because after White Ichigo, our next resurrection is going to be Kukaku, and then after that, it's Jackie. So it's going to be a minute before we ever get that third strong attack damage and also full stamina soul trait if White Ichigo isn't that. If it's not him, it's going to be Kukaku as like our last resort. And she isn't getting resurrected until like maybe sometime June, July. So for the soul trait, of course, we're hoping for full stam here. As for the character though, he has some potential here. He has 6 skills, and since he isn't a 1000 Year Blood character, he isn't going to get 8 skills, so he's only going to pick up 7, which means he's going to get 1 new skill. And his current skills include Bruiser, Debilitator, Devastation, Frenzy, Sprinter, and also Weaken Duration. So there's a few things they could do here. They might give the character Havoc, and with full stam, that would actually be really good. It'll be kind of a similar treatment to Banken. More damage, more range, but no built-in recharge. But that's fine, I don't mind that. At the same time though, if they don't want to give the character full stam as a soul trait, they could give him the built-in recharge, and then maybe give him Havoc, which would be a very similar situation to what CACAO Society Soifon got, and that would also be a pretty good resurrection, especially for those that want to use the character, because you're going to pick up more range, and also get the built-in recharge. There's a few ways they could handle this character. Let's find out what he does get though. So first up, for the soul trait, he did indeed get full stamina damage plus 60%. That is an absolutely perfect soul trait. Very happy about that. And then when it comes to the resurrection, he actually got 20% berserker. So they actually did double down. They didn't give him more range, but they gave him significantly more damage. Already having 25% strong attack damage as a soul trait, now picking up 60% more damage when at full stamina, and also 20% more damage just on all your strong attacks. So damage output wise, he basically has 60% berserker with the fact that he has weakening on every single attack. For a card that came out in 2019, that's not actually bad. The only thing he's lacking right now is recharge, but I think it's actually good in his case because we wanted him to be a better soul trait, and that's exactly what he is. As far as resurrections go, that's actually a pretty good one. He didn't get a bad treatment in my opinion. This is actually really good for what he could pick up. I'm very happy about that. And with that, we now have access to 3 soul traits in the mind attribute that give you full stamina damage and also strong attack damage. I was obviously very disappointed last month when Soifon didn't get that treatment, but now that they redeemed themselves with this White Ichigo, I am perfectly happy. If you have all 3 of those characters, you are able to make a very powerful character, getting yourself 65% strong attack damage with 52% full stamina damage. That's really powerful. That's a great set of links, and Mind is now up there, I believe, with Speed now, that have access to 3 of these particular links. When it comes to power, they only have 2. Technique also has 2, and unfortunately Heart is in the worst case where they only have Senka Eisen, so they desperately need another link like this. But very happy about that one. Let's move on to the next resurrection. So next up we have the CACAO Society Gin, who might be receiving a new character sometime soon. You know, the Safi one is bound to release eventually. In his case, very unfortunate situation looking at the skills. Bruiser, Debilitator, Devastation, Frenzy, Long Reach, Poison, and also Sprinter plus 2. So in his case, unfortunately for you Gin fans, this character is getting no upgrade. If anything, they're going to increase his devastation by maybe 10% and also his bruiser. In this case though, he's an SP character that wants to do damage on his strong attacks. Getting that increase isn't really going to be that good in my opinion. The character is essentially going to play the same before and also after resurrecting, so in terms of the upgrade for a character, he's pretty much going to get nothing. Maybe just an increase on those particular Devastation and Bruiser values. But because of that, though, I feel like they're going to make him a pretty good link. I think in this case, he's going to pick up 12% recharge and also strong attack damage. And in that case, I mean, there are plenty of those links out there. It wouldn't be that special anymore. But at the very least, it would give himself a little upgrade, give him an extra 16% more strong attack damage, and also be a pretty decent link for those that don't have the other recharge and sad soul traits, right? At the same time, it would be pretty funny if they give him something weird like, you know, Last Ditch Survivor. We literally just got that, so I doubt it. Or maybe just another immunity, which I personally don't mind those soul traits. But I think in this case, because he can't get any upgrades in terms of the skills, those are going to play it safe, give him 16% strong attack damage. And in that case, what exactly did he pick up? No, they actually gave him full stamina damage. That is actually pretty good. I wanted to say that. I really did, but I thought, you know, we just got a full stamina link with White Ichigo. They're not going to give us 2 characters with full stamina damage, but that's okay. You know, in this case, since again, they aren't upgrading the character because they can't, they literally gave him the best second soul trait. Recharge and full stamina damage is really, really good. I was not expecting that. I really wasn't. But in terms of these skills, though, his Devastation went up by 10%, and his Bruiser also went up by 10%. So no one's surprised by that. You know, it is what it is. The character didn't get upgraded whatsoever. But the most important part is the soul trait, and he got pretty much the best combination. I was not expecting that from a CACAO side to begin. And in his case, that's actually really good because he is now the 3rd link in the game to offer strong attack, recharge, and also full stamina. Technically the 4th one, but again, BYAKUYA is a 20% full stamina, offering less recharge. Usually I don't use links like that. So now you're able to, if you're a technique character at least, let's say Safui Toshiro, maybe even the future Safui Gin, I'm expecting to be technique, and also the new renewed Quincy Ichigo, you can use this Chad link, you can use this Aizen, and then also Gin to get that 36% recharge, but then also 57% full stamina damage. This banner, honestly, I wasn't expecting anything super crazy, but we're completing the sets now. White Ichigo completed the sad and full stam set, and now Gin completed the recharge and full stam set. So, you know, at this point, let's go 3 for 3. Let's say BYAKUYA's getting full stamina damage. Let's just go for that. I highly doubt it, though. I highly doubt it. But in his case, he's probably going to get a very similar one here. Full stamina damage or strong attack damage. I'm just going to say full stamina because the other two's got it. We might as well go for the trio here. That would be really impressive on Keller's part if they did decide to do that. For the skills, though, in a very similar situation to Gin, unfortunately, he already has 7 skills, so he isn't picking anything up. Bruiser, Debilitator, Devastation, Frenzy, Long Reach, Paralysis Duration, and also Sprinter +1. So he's literally in the exact same situation that Gin was in. So, you know, they want to do that to Gin, let's do it to BYAKUYA. Once more, just like Gin, though, BYAKUYA is probably going to get a 10% increase on his Devastation and also Bruiser, and then call it a day. If they give him full stam, though, we don't mind it. And for his soul trait, he got strong attack damage plus 16%. So, you know, it's not bad. I knew they were going to give him sad. After the other 2 characters got full stam, there was no way they were going to give him full stam. But, you know, strong attack, recharge, and strong attack damage is still a good soul trait. Would have loved to see the full stam here, but it's fine. It's not really that big of a deal. For the most part, all 3 characters got really good soul traits. You really can't complain about that. Despite Gin and also BYAKUYA unfortunately having 7 skills, unfortunately these characters being capped out of 7 skills unless you're in your Blood War, these characters didn't really get any upgrade whatsoever. But at the very least, all 3 are soul traits that are definitely worth using. White Ichigo actually got a pretty decent increase in terms of the damage at least, so it's a pretty decent resurrection batch. But you know, to be fair to BYAKUYA, there is quite a few sad and also recharge links. Most of them, though, are, you know, offering more sad and less recharge. As of right now, we have Kokuto, Gin, and also Ichigo giving you at least 12% recharge and also 16% strong attack damage. But, you know, Kokuto, the movie 4 version, is kind of rare. Maybe a lot of people don't have that 3rd missing recharge and also sad soul trait. Now you're potentially getting that with the BYAKUYA. So I personally don't mind it because, for the most part, emojis are very limited. Like, 1000 Year Blood War movie, 1000 Year Blood War. So I actually think this is such a pretty decent one. I, of course, would have preferred recharge and also full stamina here. But, you know, there are plenty of recharge characters that come out in the future that can give us that full stam. So it's not really that big of a deal that they didn't do it. Unlike, you know, White Ichigo, for example, they really needed to give us that full stam because otherwise we had to wait until July. And then if they didn't do it for her, we would have to wait potentially years to get that final link. For speed, at the very least, they now have access to these 2 links. that's good enough, especially with the strong attack recharge and side links that we do have. You can definitely make a good build using those particular resurrection soul traits. But with that said, lads, that was basically this month's resurrection badge. Definitely happy about it, honestly. And again, I wasn't expecting much in terms of upgrades here. We already knew going into this BYAKUYA and Gin weren't going to get anything, but I'm relatively happy with the treatment that Ichigo got in terms of the skills and also links. And again, the most important aspect, all three of them got very good soul traits. You really can't complain about that. And for those wondering, next month we are finally due this particular banner. It has been pushed back so many months now, but it should be getting resurrected sometime next month. Ichigo, Uryu, and Chad. Hopefully they get some good upgrades here. I don't even want to look at the characters or talk about them yet until the time does come. But this definitely could be a pretty good resurrection banner, especially considering they gave Aaroniero Flurry and also kept a bruiser value. I'm hoping for some good treatment here with this particular Ichigo. So make sure you guys subscribe for that, because when these characters finally get resurrected, we definitely will be talking about them. But anyway, lads, that was the video for today. In the comments below, let me know how you guys feel about these 3 resurrected characters. I'm perfectly happy about them. And I'll see you lads next time. Take care and peace.